This is Kevin Carr, CEO of Pro to CEO, and today I'm coming to you about a serious subject called You're Laid Off, Now What? And the reason why I'm coming to you is because I've been a career transition expert for almost 20 plus years, working at several different colleges with athletes making transitions, and the NBA for almost 14 seasons, helping their athletes make transitions. And now the last 6 years where I started my own company and transitioned myself into being an expert in this space. So today I want to talk to you about this, but before we do that, I want to thank you for everybody who tuned in last week for my first video. It was All Sports Suspended, 3 keys athletes will need to make a successful transition. This is important for athletes because all sports have been suspended, and I think the information I shared was actually good for everybody. So I'm back today to introduce a video that I believe everybody can benefit from, even my close family members. I had a son who lost his job due to the health crisis, and a couple other family members. So this is very real. It's hitting everybody. So before that, I want to thank everybody who tuned in, who gave me a like, who subscribed to the channel, who left a comment, and who may even have questions. If you have questions, put them in the comment box, leave a nice comment, and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be delivering great information. I hope that will help you make your transition. Look, everybody is going through something right now, and transition should be your mission. How well you do that is really incumbent on what you put into play. So I'm going to give you some tools, techniques, some offensive and defensive strategies to get you back in the game. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Number 1, you're laid off. Now what? Number 1 thing you need to think about is, look, everybody is impacted by this global health crisis. Nobody is immune from it. It is totally what we're dealing with for the foreseeable future. So what you got to do is not let disappointment set in that you've been laid off. It's not your fault. You have to look at it for a minute for what it is. When you look at the totality of it, it's a really grave situation. So everybody's dealing with all kinds of loss in this. So if you are down about it, work through it best you can, get help, talk to someone, be able to connect with loved ones or a specialist to try to help you through this. And know that if you're down right now, do your very best to get up and get out and be able to recover from that. You know, if you can look up, in the words of Les Brown, you can get up. And I really do believe that. The other pieces that you need to do in number 1 is really, if you've been laid off, you need to get it together with your severance package. Hopefully you will be able to get one from your company and determine what you can take advantage of and what you have to look forward to, so you can continue to have something in this period of uncertainty. You got to look at everything they're offering, benefits, whether it's salary coming your way for the next couple weeks or months, your benefits and your health and what you're entitled to and how long you will have it. And if it goes away, what else are you entitled to keep your benefits going? Do you have to pay a little bit more money to keep them going until this comes back around? Also, if you're able to tap into sources like your 401k, and of course, if you're able to and you really need the resources, apply for unemployment. Millions of people have done it. It's your first time. It's millions of people's first time too. You know what? You can also work at just making sure your cash flow is as stable as you can. Readjust your budget. Establish a budget now that you have a new normal to work with, and until you get some other things going, it's going to be critical that you keep in mind that you have suffered a loss, but it's one in which you have to do your best to manage through. So look at everything and do a total overview of what you have available to take advantage of now in this loss, so you are not just out here just hoping things will get back in order. And again, it's important for you to assess what you can take advantage of and what is available to you in this period, and get to work. Reach back out to your company, tell them that here's where your needs are, and if you even have to reach out to family and friends during this period to help you with the transition, that's part of it. So that's part of number one, what to do. Get a hold of everything in terms of what's available that you can take advantage of and what you lost, and really assess that so you can begin to find your way out of this loss. Number two, you've got to become a pioneer, because you just got put out of the game and you now got to find a way to get back in the game. So transition and how successful your transition should be is up to you. And let me tell you why. I lost a job that I had before because the company cut back, and they said to me, hey, you're not doing as well as we want you to, and we see it, and you probably know it too. And we both, kind of said yes. So they said, hey man, we're going to let you go. And there I was without a job, and I did not know what to do. I was getting ready to get married at the time, and it was a lot of pressure on me. So for 4 months, I just did not stop looking for jobs and opportunities. I had nothing coming in for 4 whole months, and I just hunkered down, got my budget together, like I said, and I made it my mission to get back in the game. Lucky for me and fortunate for me, I stayed in contact with key people during that time. And even before that, when I was employed, I would always make calls to people, and lo and behold, in that 4 months, at the end of 4 months, when I didn't think I would get an opportunity, all of a sudden, you will not believe this, 4 job offers within 2 weeks came my way. And now I had a great problem. I had 4 offers after 4 months of hard work come my way, almost at one time. And it just shows that if you stick to it, you can make it happen. So the thing I want to emphasize on number 2 is don't go idle. Stay busy. Get with the program. Establish a routine that you're going to go out and begin to work on you and the new you that you need to be to get back in the game. What you want to do is build yourself back up. Get a new resume. Put your new status on there as someone who is a go-getter and is seeking new career opportunities. You want to get your resources together and be able to know that you have a new way you've got to work. Get a laptop, get your resume together, get a system where you're putting out information every day to keep people, letting them know you're out here and you're looking for opportunities, if so. The other thing is be connected to people to offer them some volunteerism. Be prepared to volunteer, man. I'm telling you, sometimes the opportunity will turn into a paid opportunity. So be open to having a volunteering spirit and put yourself in a position where you make yourself available to people, offer up expertise, and then maybe lo and behold, someone will offer you something. Also put yourself on these networking profiles like LinkedIn, and go to Indeed and begin to search and let people know what your status is, so they're looking out for you and keeping you in mind. You also want to tell your key contacts, your biggest cheerleaders, people who are well connected and people have access to jobs and opportunities, or are connected to other big time people. Let them know you're out here, and let them know you could use their help, and they may be able to put you in position to maybe do some temporary things. Think about being a consultant. Think about being a small project manager for something for a little while, just to tide you over until things get back together. I was telling you about me losing a job. I told you even at the beginning of this that I've had family members lose a job. My own son lost his job, and within a week he had another job because he didn't stop. He did the same thing I'm telling you. He stayed committed to the process and had pioneering spirit. He adjusted to the transition quickly and got back out there and put himself back in the game. So this can happen to you too. Again, take a pioneering mentality and get yourself back out there. You can win and get back in the game. Number 3, for your laid off, now what? The third and final one I have for you, and it's worth its weight in gold, and I really want you to get this, is you have to have what I call a duality mentality. That's right. You've got to be able to think more than one dimensional. What we thought we had in our jobs, in our economy, has totally shifted. So now we've got to be able to pivot. And when you have a duality mentality, when one thing dries up, you have another one. You always hear people who are prepared say, I've got more than one way in which I'm receiving income, multiple streams of revenue. See, they decided for themselves that maybe one thing might go away and they always got something else. And that's what I'm telling you. When our careers that we were so used to have now gone away, we've got to have some backup. And for a lot of us, we don't have that backup. And I will tell you, it's really set a lot of people back. And now people are thinking. So duality mentality is my tip for you. Now, how do you develop a duality mentality? What you got to be working on is what else can I be doing while I'm doing my main thing? So if my main thing goes away, I'm able to have something else to fall back on or have a plan B, C, and D. So my transition and company for me has me doing speaking and doing training and workshops. Nobody's meeting now. So how do I pivot? I have strategic clients on a retainer that I'm consulting them on long-term business plans, and that can withstand itself in this economy because these plans take a long time to work. And now I have another stream of income that I'm not without because the speaking business and the training business is gone away for a little while. It'll be back, but for right now we have to deal with what the hand we've been dealt. So on top of that, I'm an author and I have a book and it's called Meet the Herbs, the 4 people you meet on the way to the top. And it's on Amazon. And with that, every month I receive an income from Amazon for someone who's bought the paperback or someone who's bought the Kindle version. And it comes because I realized that if I was an author and I put in the work while I'm also working on my firm, that I would have another source of income. And I've gone a step further because I believe there's more revenue and more streams of opportunity. I've created an online version in the works that'll be released soon for this being a digital product that most anybody and everybody can learn from. This is, again, having a duality mentality. You've got to have more than one thing going for yourself so you're prepared. So if you do this, this is more like the tortoise and the hare strategy. It's turbulent now, and when you have something that it disrupts what you're doing, the tortoise stays the course. They stay steady and they keep working at it. If you're the hare, you get all kind of flustered and you try to get somewhere very quickly. Having a duality mentality, knowing that you got to have more than one thing going for yourself and be prepared for what's next, is a great secret weapon that you can have for yourself that produces outcome when you're struggling or something in your business has gone away. You're able to quickly pivot and have something else for you. So you want to keep going forward by having a duality mentality. When times get rough, you're easily prepared to make the shift, and it's not so rough because you've prepared yourself by having more than one thing go on in your life and in your business. And that's a key point. So let me end by saying thank you for tuning into this video. If you're laid off, now what? I want to let you know that this is a turbulent time for us all. We're all going through some things and we're all going to make it. For those who suffered loss, I certainly feel that for you and your family. My family has experienced loss in terms of jobs and opportunities, and we're going to keep fighting forward, and I hope you do too. Again, if you would like, leave us a like, leave us a positive comment, subscribe to the channel, and even give me some feedback on what you'd like to hear next, and I'd be glad to try to do that for you. Again, it's a tough time for us all, but if you remember these 3 tips, first of all, get an overall perspective on what you had and what you lost and what you can take it, what you can do to get inventory on whatever you lost and what you still is available. Number 2, got to have a pioneering mission going forward in terms of what it is that you've got to do in order to make the transition. And the last thing is have a duality mentality, and you will get through this. Congratulations for watching this video, staying with me, and I hope to have you join me for the next one. Thank you, and have a good day.